Hi, my name is Sebastian Alvis. I'm in the SpringBoard Data Science Bootcamp, and this is my Story Toolbox assignment. It's supposed to simulate some of the questions I might get asked on a behavioral interview. The company I'm pretending to interview for here is Omnidian Incorporated. The first question is, why do you want to be a data scientist or analyst? My time in physics research exposed me to a lot of different fields of work. The work I enjoyed the most was the data science. I had a vague question to answer, and I had to wrangle the data, mess with it, visualize it, and make sure I got the answer at the end. That whole process is very independent and tricky. I had to be smart about every step. And that's what I loved. It had problems that were hard, had lots of moving pieces, and solving them felt worthwhile. I understood where the problem came from and every step I took to solve it. Explaining that process to someone else becomes a story, and telling stories as a data scientist is the most important part to me. The second question is, why do you want to work at this company? Omnidian is on the leading edge of the solar industry. Making solar energy accessible and viable for both the average person and large companies is going to be crucial in the fight against climate change. I'd love to help with that effort, especially because there are problems that I am suited to solving. Anomaly detection is part of what I did as a physicist. That work is challenging and enjoyable. I'd love to do it for Omnidian because I care about making a quality algorithm that can help make their services more effective and push their mission in the best way that I can. The third question is, tell me about a time you had to handle a conflict with your colleagues. I haven't really had any direct conflict with colleagues. If something seems like it could be an issue, I try to address it before it comes up. For example, if I needed a plot from another analyst in the physics lab, but they have a big deadline coming up, I'd rather try and work without it and ask them once the deadline is done. Or if there is something that many people could do but don't want to, I'd rather take the job myself and get it done. I trust myself to do well on just about anything, and then there's no awkwardness about trying to find someone to do it. This might be something as simple as updating the research group's website to include new papers, or reaching out to a parts supplier to get a quote instead of waiting normally for my advisor to do it. Even if doing things like this is more work for me than for someone else, I'm glad to relieve others of stress if I can. Alright, those are all the answers. I hope you enjoyed.